Have you ever wondered why no matter how much you sleep, you could always make good use of another few hours of shut-eye? So in this video, we're diving into the secrets of healthy sleep habits that will leave you more energized and ready to conquer your day. Imagine waking up every morning feeling truly refreshed and able to change the world. Stay around, because by the end of this video you'll have all the answers you need to live a wealthier, healthier and happier life. So back in high school, I used to pull all-nighters to finish my assignments. I was managing just fine, but I quickly noticed a really disturbing pattern. No matter how much I slept, I always feel drained the morning after. It got really bad. It got to the point where I noticed that my performance was negatively affected and that I had to change something about it. So basically my ultimate goal became to wake up feeling refreshed and more energetic, and that I was able to tackle all my tasks again. Not only did I want to boost my productivity, but I also wanted to unlock this feeling of vitality for my personal life, that clear state of mind and that energetic vibe all out through the day. But what I truly yearned for was a sense of balance, the ability to giving my best in all aspects of life without sacrificing my well-being in the process. So I started experimenting. I tried multiple different strategies. My first approach was that I wanted to use a sleep tracking app, and I pretty much used and tried every one, but it didn't quite work out for me. My next strategy was that I tried multiple different pillows in order to boost my sleep quality, but that didn't work either. Nothing seemed to do the trick for me. But one day I stumbled upon a book on sleep science. It is called Why We Sleep, and it pretty much changed my life. It was a light bulb moment, because I pretty much realized that my habits were wreaking havoc on my sleep quality. So basically, if I didn't decide to change my sleep habits, I would continue to feel drained and sluggy and unproductive throughout each day. And that would obviously impact both my personal as well as my professional life, and I don't want that. So I decided to create a framework, a step of habits to transform my sleep quality. And I thought you could make good use out of it too, and that's why I made this video exactly for you. So here's what I did. Strategy 1. Establishing a consistent sleep schedule. One crucial strategy to improving my sleep was to set up a sleep schedule. Our bodies have internal clocks. These are called circadian rhythms, and each person has its own circadian rhythm. This rhythm controls our sleep-wake cycle. So you might ask yourself, how can I align this rhythm? It's actually pretty simple. By going to bed and waking up at the same time every single day of the week. Initially, I was a night owl. I loved to stay up really long because I could be so much more productive if I worked longer. Well, that's just not true. However, I committed to changing my schedule to gradually adjust my bed and wake up times. And it definitely was not easy at first. Like any new habit, it is quite challenging to do something you've never done before properly. But I was determined to give my body the consistent sleep it needed. And over time, I noticed a remarkable shift in sleep quality. I fell asleep way faster and woke up more refreshed than ever before, even without an alarm clock. Because if you do it for some amount of time, your internal clock, your circadian rhythm, will take over and it will get in place. You get tired always at the same time, and you always wake up at the same time without using an alarm clock. It works pretty damn accurately. The second strategy that played a huge role in shifting my sleep quality was establishing a calming bedtime routine. Engaging in calming activities before going to sleep signalized my body that it was time to shut down gradually. To incorporate the strategy, I implemented 3 different activities. I sit down a couple of minutes to do a breathing exercise to calm down in general. Then I make a subtle stretching session to calm down body and mind even further. And then I finish it off by reading a physical book. And that really changed everything, because these new habits gradually replaced my old habits of watching TV or scrolling nonsense on social media apps deep into the night. As a result, I noticed a decrease in sleep anxiety and racing thoughts before bedtime. My mind became more serene and I drifted off to sleep more easily. Crafting a sleep conductive environment was another huge step on my sleep improvement journey. This strategy involved optimizing my sleep environment to make it conducive to rest and relaxation. The first change I made was that I invested in blackout curtains, you can see back here, that really darken my room. So no sunlight at sleep time. You see, they really make a difference. I put it in front of my window and it's completely pitch black. Then I always try to adjust the room temperature pretty much cold, because I can sleep better when the room temperature is low. And I noticed that with a cooler room temperature, I'm able to sleep more consistent through the nights. So if my room was really hot all the time, which sometimes you can't avoid in summer, which is pretty annoying, I wake up sometimes even multiple times each night, because I'm just sweating too much and can't really sleep that well. So with these changes in place, my sleep became more uninterrupted and refreshing. Another crucial strategy was that I reduced my screen time before going to bed. I have a simple rule I implemented. It is called the technology shutdown deadline. And that basically means that no electronic devices are allowed 1 hour before going to bed. So no more scrolling on social media, no reading emails on my desktop, and not booking some meetings into my calendar on my laptop. All of that is gone 1 hour before sleep. But why should you do that? Well, it's pretty easy. Because all of these electronic devices emit blue light, which go deeply in your brain and keep you awake during the night. So by implementing my technology shutdown deadline, I noticed that it is way easier for me to transition from a awake state to a sleep state. And because I'm pretty much unable to just lay in bed and shut down to sleep, as I already mentioned, I start reading a book to calm down my mind and body, and then I can just close it whenever I want and fall asleep pretty much instantly. Because at the scientific side of things, the reduction in exposure to blue light allows my body to produce melatonin naturally, and that makes a smoother transition into sleep way easier. And my final strategy was incorporating mindfulness and stress reduction techniques. It should not be new information to you, but high stress is a sign that your sleep is affected negatively. So managing your stress is a crucial step in order to boost your sleep quality. So I introduced mindful practices such as meditation or body relaxation techniques throughout the day to calm down for a couple of minutes consistently throughout my day. So these things help me unwind and calm down for a couple of minutes. So what are the benefits? Over a longer period of time, I am able to enter a state of relaxation before sleep way quicker than before. And falling asleep is pretty much a superpower, because everyone knows the feeling of just laying in bed and not getting tired. Or basically, I'm sure you know the feeling that you lay in bed, eyes wide open, looking and staring at the ceiling, wondering why you can't fall asleep. And when you have to stand up in the morning when your alarm clock is ringing, you could fall asleep instantly. I'm sure everyone knows that feeling. But now you have 5 strategies you can gradually implement one after another by your preference. And as you can see from my experience, after implementing all of these 5 strategies, the results are astounding. Not only did my energy levels skyrocket, but also my productivity and overall well-being throughout the day. So if you found this video really helpful, I have another one that is as interesting as this one. The 10 productivity books I read and what I've learned from each of them. The video is now linked up somewhere on screen for you to click on. So in this video I share my top 10 learnings from the 10 productivity books I read before bedtime. These were all physical books, and I share my learnings with you to get more productive during the day. So don't miss out on this opportunity to change your life. Give the video a click and I see you over there.